It's called Turbulence. Yeah, I hope you understand it. Like, she's a bit Collins for language, but you'll be alright. So, anyway, like the country singers say, it goes a little something like this. Well, here's a tale of Billy Hayes from out near Alice Springs, a wild young ringer who in his day had done some crazy things. He'd bucked bulls over fences, rode a colt up Ayers Rock. See, his legs weren't made for walking, or made for riding stock. Now here's a legend around the rodeo, from Aileron to Broome. An untied horse at 6 a.m. was saddle broke by noon. No form of equine foolery. Old Bill, he wasn't going to try. Only one thing that spooked him, he was way too scared to fly. If I was meant to fly, he said, I'd have feathers and a beak. You fly and waste a day, and I'll drive and waste a week. I hear they're safe as houses and mechanically they're sound, but I don't see no rope or bridle, so hey, I'm sticking on the bloody ground. One day Bill got a call from his mate in Adelaide. Got his girl in trouble, so the wedding cards have played. He said, mate, I don't care how you do it, you can beg or steal or borrow. You're going to have to catch a plane, mate, the big day's tomorrow. Billy cursed and spat and said, that dopey bloody coot, he knows I'll jump on anything that's coming out of chute. I've caught stallions, they'd kill ya. Caught bulls gone off their brain. But I never thought there'd come a day I'd have to catch a plane. Well, Bill legged it to the airport and thought, well, this is it. The lady at the counter asked, where would you like to sit? And he said, well, you know that black box thing they always seem to find? Yeah, you can stick me right inside if you wouldn't bloody mind. The lady smiled politely and said, sir, I'll just take your bag. He said, hey, I don't bloody think so, and by the way, she's called a swag. Well, Bill was sweating buckets when they finally cleared the strip. Had his seatbelt on that tight, he was bleeding from the hip. But when they levelled out, he stopped shaking at the knees, looked around, he relaxed and thought, this flying game's a breeze. He clipped his belt undone, stretched out in his seat. Well, he couldn't stretch out that much, because his swag was at his feet. Then the captain crackled something. Bill asked the hostess what was said. She said, sir, you'd better buckle up. There's some turbulence ahead. Turbulence, what's that? Well, sir, it's pockets caused by heat. And when it gets severe, he can throw you from your seat. Throw me, I'll be bugging. Old Billy pushed his seat right back, wrapped his legs around his swag and stuck his left hand through the strap. He jammed down his... And now he was ready to ride. When things got pretty bumpy, Billy yelled, outside! What a plane, she dropped 1,000 feet, rose up 500 more. When his head hit the ceiling, he gave a mighty roar. I rode all through the territory and never come unstuck. So give me all you got, big bird and buck, you bastard buck. And while the passengers were screaming in fear of certain death, Billy just whooped and hollered until he near ran out of breath. And you'd have thought that canvas swag was welded to his ass, and before the ringer knew it, he'd bucked up to business class. Well, there seemed no way to tame this creature. It had 10 gears in reverse. That didn't worry Billy, he just bucked on through to first. He'd done somersaults with twists on this mongrel mount from hell, and he yelled out to the pilot, for Christ's sake, ring the bell. Well, Bill was bleeding from the bugle, had cuts above both eyes. If you weren't there in the spot, you'd probably think I'm telling lies. He'd been upside down and inside out, done flips and triple spins. You might have seen some great rides in your time, but hands down, Billy wins. Well, the flight returned to normal. Bill was flat out on the deck, still stuck to his swag, but geez, he looked a bloody wreck. He stood up straight and raised his hat. He said, I've had some tough trips in my day, but never one like that. An 8-second spin and Alice proves you made his sturdy stuff. Well, I was on there near a minute, and I reckon that's enough. The first class folk were just dumbstruck at this crazy ringer's feat, and old Bill just grabbed a crownie and walked back to his seat. Now, years have passed. Bill's long given the bucking game away. Far too many breaks and dusty miles for far too little pay. In fact, planes are not a problem. He'd rather fly than ride. When you talk about his maiden voyage, his chest puffs out with pride. But you can talk about your Rocky Neds or that old chainsaw bloke. I'd ride them both without a rope and roll the bloody smoke. And there's cowboys around who think they're hot. They ain't tasted heat till they've ridden time on turbulence at 30,000 feet.